Just a quick recap on where we are so far in the standings. At 22, we've got Portsmouth.
At 21, we've got the lovely Rotherham.
At 20, we have Bolton Wanky Wanderers.
At 19, we've got Tranmere Rovers.
18, Wycombe Wanderers.
At 17, we've got Milton Keynes Dons.
At 16, Rochdale.
And at 15, the mighty Black Cats of Sunderland.
In 14th, we've got Fleetwood. Now, this is a strange one. It doesn't really feel like an away day to me, as it's just, well, Fleetwood, just down the road. It was colder than it looked here with the wind getting up.
Pretty windy today.
Best thing about Fleetwood is obviously its proximity to Blackpool. I was at Hendu in Blackpool this weekend and enjoyed pre-match drinks in the brew room, which is home to the best range of beers on the Fylde coast. The Martland Mill Arctic Convoy was very quaffable. The pubs in Fleetwood on my last visit there, albeit out of season, were disappointing, so I avoided them this time round, but I'll be back. The caffs and chippies are great though. We went for breakfast in my regular haunt, the Corner Cafe. At the ground there were far too many police. The toilet had 2 taps but no hot water.
They actually look like they've been training this week, so it's a lot better than it has been. The caps out in there are. Fleetwood don't look anything, so...
I'm surprised they're so high up the league.
Yeah, well it's not a strong league as it was going that all season, you know, it's there for the taking for anyone who puts a bit of a run together, and they've been putting a bit of a run together, so we need to start doing that ourselves, and then, you know, we could finish somewhere decent.
And as a short person, it was hard not to have an obstructive view on a busy terrace. There were fans watching from the trees. Maybe I'll try that myself next time.
I was thinking it was a pretty fair result, 0-0. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean another clean sheet, which is great. We've beaten in 4 games now. I thought we didn't look terrible at any point during the game today.
Back to Blackpool for dinner at Bank, my new favourite restaurant in Blackpool with particularly excellent service. Check it out. In 13th we have Gillingham. Now this was a tricky midweek fixture improved with a stopover. Just landed in London and been welcomed to the capital by the trade manager, which is very nice. I'm just about to head across to St Pancras now to get the train to Gillingham, nicely on time. Looking forward to the match tonight. Gillingham are down the bottom of the table. We seem to be doing well against the teams at the bottom of the table, or are we putting them down the bottom of the table? I don't know. Hopefully they won't be quite as tough opposition as Oxford were. I'm going into tonight confident. You know, maybe I shouldn't be saying that at the beginning of the video, but I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to the match, so we'll see how we get on. I had an enjoyable interlude en route at St Pancras Station involving a dog at a piano. Oh look, there's a man playing the piano. Good pubage in Gillingham. I enjoyed a Bristol Beer Factory milk stout in the beer garden at the past and present Micropub, where the locals were really friendly. And there was a vending machine in the Ship Inn. At the ground, the music was good, but the Balti pie was dry and anaemic. This is inside the ground. I'm not sure what's happening here. Is that always like that? I'm not sure. This looks like they might have ale. It's promising.
All right, John, how you doing, mate? Cheers.
I've got a chicken Balti pie. I'm excited. Doesn't look great, but I'm excited.
7, Brandon Hagman. 7, Cisse. 19, Mark Marshall. 26, Henry Woods.
Aside from the cracking weather, the highlight of this trip was the quirky guest house I stayed at, which involved a quest to access the building, and I had to then allocate myself a room as there was no one there to greet me, and then make my own breakfast the next morning from items I found in the kitchen. I'd definitely stop there again, I loved it. I also found a nice park and I got to review a cat. It's a little park. I like it when you find places like this on the way to the football. It's like a little space away from the hustle and bustle of the town. Hello Gillingham. Who knew you were like this? I enjoyed this trip despite, or maybe because of, it being scheduled midweek. In 12th position we have Bristol Rovers. An open terrace during Storm Dennis. I absolutely loved the weather down here, being quite prepared for it in terms of clothing because, as any hardened away traveller knows, Bristol Rovers is one of those grounds where it always rains, not unlike Wigan and Plymouth.
Do you know what? It's absolutely lashing down. It's really windy. But it's fantastic. It's not cold. It's 12 degrees. We're winning, and this is where I belong.
We ended up drinking in fish ponds, which I wouldn't do again, especially knowing there is a pub with kittens in Hotwells. I was all excited about visiting Snuffy Jack's Ale House, but it doesn't open till 3 o'clock, which is no good to me on the day. I ended up having a Wadworth Dirty Rooker at the old post office, Hanlon's Port Stout at Van Dyke Forum, a quirky Wetherspoons with fish in the ceiling, where I enjoyed a lamb Rogan Josh for a bargain $3.99, and a Bath Gem at the Cross Hands. So here we are in the ladies in the post office in Fish Ponds in Bristol. The ground has a great non-league quirkiness with porter cabins for loos with the most cramped cubicles, no lock on the door and the wind howling in through the window. Should have won this match, but Bennigan was sent off for a rash challenge, but kind of enjoyed it.
Well, you know what? We might have lost that. That's what we do. That's what we lose. That's what we do. But I tell you what, that was a different Blackpool today. You can tell something had shifted, definitely. I mean, that fight at the end, you know, they really didn't like losing that. You know, the keeper's up there and the attack in injury time. Something's definitely changed. The players seem a bit happier, a bit more about them, and they just need to learn to control it a little bit better. Certainly, you know, Hennigan arguably lost us that game with his just a stupid challenge. But yeah, there's something to build on there, and there's you know, a glimmer of hope. So.
In 11th we have Wimbledon. Now, I'm not a fan of London, largely because I don't like crowds, I find it hard to navigate, and well, it's the polar opposite of the north in a lot of ways. But Wimbledon I like. Friends made this trip enjoyable today.
So I always check the weather forecast before I come out. Today it said a 0% chance of rain in London. As soon as I got off the train at Euston, it's raining. It has stopped now and the sun's starting to come out, so hopefully that's a good omen and the sun will be out for duration now. I just thought I'd show you this nice tangerine tree I've just seen on the route to King's Cross, so onwards.
I caught up with an old pal on the train, was met by another at King's Cross and escorted across to Kingston where the pubs were packed with seasiders.
As I remembered to get my food for the journey from Morrison's last night, and Morrison's are exclusively selling marathons. So, a bit of a blast from the past, from the 80s. So tell us all about you, who are you and what you're doing here and what's the occasion?
We're on Little Dino's 50th here, the Blackpool lads down in Wimbledon.
In the King's Tun I had an Oakham cask-aged Black Hole Porter. I'm not a fan of Oakham beers, but that was the best of the bunch. I also had a fish burger in here. And then to the Albion. What a beer range.
Just a random match in Kingston on a park across the road from the pub. Oh, damn it.
I had a Big Smoke Underworld and a Tiny Rebel Stay Puft Caramel. At the ground there's an unpretentious community feel and they have their very own Womble. Again, it's hard to get a decent view from the away terrace as a short person. I'll try and remember this next time and get a seat in the stand. I won't, so I always stand up where I have the option.
I'm standing by a skip with some rubbish in the background because it kind of symbolises how I'm feeling at the moment. This just isn't good enough and I'm getting tired of it now. I haven't seen us win since September. We're just saying we could have and should have won that really. If we had anything about us, would have won that. You know, Wimbledon are nothing, they're below us in the table. Just isn't good enough,